Hello, my name is Kirioth, and oh my god, I've stumbled upon a right little gem, a little diamond in the rough. Oh yes. So I had an idea today. I was like, I should check out the demos on Steam more. I never look at demos really. I just keep forgetting that they're even a thing in this day and age of of instant refunds, and of course insane amounts of video game footage. As in, whatever you're interested in, you can find someone who's played it and decide whether or not you want to buy it yourself. Demos seem to have become a little bit of a thing of the past, at least for me. I go to the demos page and I come across this little gem, this little not a work in progress. It's important to note this is in fact not a work in progress. This is a finished game. It says so on the Steam page. It says that it's a finished game. Okay. So this is it. You've got just a blank canvas with which to do. I don't really know what. Create a town is what you're supposed to do, which is interesting because it gives you absolutely no indication as to how the game works at all. It gives you no clue. You're just given this frankly god-awful looking little menu up the top, whereby you can create people. Oh yeah, I created a guy called Wanker Null, and he is 60 years old and homeless. Serves him right. And yeah, this is it. This is the game. And I thought, surely this cannot be correct. Like, what the fuck is this? What is going on? I mean, look, it gives you no information. This is the demo as well. Like, this is supposed to get you to buy the game, which just is ludicrous. It's absolutely insane. It cannot possibly be a real thing. Surely not. So I do what any sensible person would do. Wow, none of that works. I mean, look at it. It just is a failure. It's a failure in every sense of the word. It just doesn't. What the fuck is this? So yeah, I was like, what the hell is this? Let's have a look on Steam. Let's see what's going on. And funnily enough, the knackered game that has just got no tutorial and just throws you in at the deep end of bullshit. Well, let's have a quick glance at this. Come here, Steam. Here we go. So, this is Custom Town, a town building game that lets you design most elements from the ground up, create your own addresses and housing, customise your own residents, watch your intelligent and autonomous residents on their own daily schedule that you have planned. So first we get to this. It's an early access game. Why early access? Custom Town is a finished game, but we want to add more value to it. So it's not in early access, it's finished. They said themselves it is finished. It is a completed product. It clearly does not belong in fucking early access. You do not put finished games in early access, so I'm calling bullshit on the very first part of this. What the fuck is that? Secondly, approximately how long will this game be in early access? It's currently difficult to say how long Custom Town will stay in early access, which it shouldn't be in to begin with, because they've already said it's fucking finished. You're either still developing the game, or you've finished making the game. It is not a finished game if you're still making it, so don't say that it's a finished game, but we want to keep developing it. Say it's into development, in which case it should be in early access. But not if it's fucking finished, genius. Okay, how is the full version planned to differ from the early access version? I don't know. Currently, I don't know. What is the current state of the early access version? It's a finished game. I mean, am I the only one getting, like, whiffs of fucking bullshit off this? Surely I'm not the only person getting whiffs of bullshit. Will the game be priced differently during and after early access? I'm not sure. Great, excellent. Nice to see you've got a roadmap for the continued development of your finished game in early access. How are you planning, and this is the important bit here by the way, how are you planning on involving the community in your development process? The game will evolve with the ideas and suggestions of the community. Good to know, CFM Games. Good to know. We'll fucking come back for you later, boy. So, 233 Steam achievements. That's fucking ludicrous. How has this game got 233? Now, as you start to read the key features, there's a little bit of broken English going on. It's mostly okay, but work times and dinner times. I like to put times on the end of things. Things like this. Earn money by keeping your residents happy and software development. Little stuff like that. It's like, okay, fine. A studio can be headed up by people whose first language is not English. That's fine. At this point, I expect like this. Defend your town against attacking zombies. Nothing to do with the actual core game at all. It's just lol zombies thrown in there. Excellent. Let's get down here though. System requirements. Windows 7, 8, 10. Dual core. 4 gig of RAM. 1 gig graphics. And 1000 megabytes of available space. And Java, apparently. So let me get down to the reviews. Oh dear me, who's this guy? A chap called Sir Lags-a-Lot. I have been banned from the forums for talking about the game's crashes. Read more about it at Edit 4. Now we're not going to read this because we can just go straight to the forums and have a little glance ourselves. So, Constant Crashes by Sir Lags-a-Lot. Let's have a look and see what happens here. Looks like a good game, says Sir Lags-a-Lot, but I can't play it long enough to know for sure because I do something common like place a road near one of the lots and the game just crashes. Scratch that, almost anything triggers the crash. I might be placing a template, clicking on a person, or just looking at a menu and the game crashes. This is a severe problem, obviously. A serious problem. The developer should probably fix it. The developer says... Oh, note, by the way, banned. Note that. Important to note that there, banned. It seems that the game, or the game library we are using, has a problem with Windows 7. No problems reported with Windows 10 so far. We updated the required system specs for the game. It is also a problem with less than 4 gig of RAM. 8 gig are recommended or now required. Well, we've just looked at the fucking store page for this bag of bolts, and I don't recall it saying anything about Windows 7 not being compatible. I also don't recall them saying anything about needing 4 gig of RAM. 8 gig of RAM, sorry. They said you need 4. But they say here, 8 gig is recommended or now required. Matt Blitz says, do you plan on fixing the Windows 7 issue? I'd wager the vast majority of people will be on Windows 7. It's a good point. It's a good point. Plenty of people still on Windows 7. So Lags-a-Lot says, I'm using Windows 10 and a 4 gig of RAM. I have no issues with other Java games, and I'm using Java 8 Update 121. Sounds like he knows what he's talking about. Azidoth comes in. Also banned, you'll note. I have Windows 10 and 8 gig of RAM, but as soon as the town grows in size and gets more intricate, I start having problems until the point it will not load correctly. And here we go, and again he's having problems, can't even get it to 40 people. CFM Games, the developer of this highly professional outfit, we tested a little, and what we found out is you need 8 gig of RAM, quad core, 2 gig graphics card, and Windows 10 to run the game. And yet the store page says Windows 7 and Windows 8. It also says you need at least 4 gig of RAM. It also says you need a dual core and 1 gig graphics card to run the game. So, not what they've said you need at all. Bit dodgy. No, there are thousands upon thousands of high-intensity games on Steam, and this would be the first I'm hearing of something not having any Windows 7 support. Sorry, Windows 7 will not be supported anymore. Oh dear. Better get one of those high-intensity games, says CFM Games. Getting a bit of attitude there. Let's see what else they've got to say for themselves. Oh dear, oh dear. And now the pissiness starts. Windows 7 release date 2009, Windows 10 release date 2015. They get a free update to Windows 10. Are you serious that we should just buy that old Windows 7 and work hard on compatibility because some people here don't want to use Windows 10? Yes, dickhead. That's exactly what you should fucking do. That's what you do as a games developer. You make sure that the vast majority of prospective customers can buy your shitty product, you fucking idiot. Oh dearie me, what else has it got? It's not a bug in our code. We never had any crashes on our 2 to 3 year old PC systems. Please get a new PC system and play again instead of using that old timer. Make sure you have at least 8 gig of RAM and your graphics card driver's got the latest update. Oh, I tried the game again, this time on a 16 gig RAM Windows 10 machine and an 8 gig GeForce 1070 and got the exact crash by doing the exact same thing. We cannot reproduce this error. Oh dear me. Oh dear me. Any other issues maybe? What about this? Oh, this game is not playable. That's not bad. Game problems report to help out the devs. Problems with the game. In fact, what? Not loading. Where's the tutorial? Some form of help would be nice. Dead. Is development dead? Yes, I'm going to guess that it is in fact dead. This kind of shitty attitude off these fucking devs is exactly why I have a nothing almost nothing but complete dislike for Greenlight because it's arseholes like this who seem to do so well out of that fucking platform. I don't know whether this is a Greenlight game or not. I honestly don't. But this is exactly the kind of thing I expect to see from that part of Steam. It's not my problem, it's yours. I don't care what you say. I'm not bothered about your problems with my game. It doesn't matter to me. You can't play my game, get a better PC. Fucking terrible, terrible, god-awful attitudes of just people who... I wouldn't even be that... No, I would be that mad. But look at this shit. They want to bitch about people having an old PC when they're making a game that barely fucking functions. Multiple people have had horrendous crashes. They've said it's finished but put it in early access. And look at it. Look at it. You think you've got the fucking right to complain about people who want your product to work on their machine when you've put this much fucking effort into it? This is the fucking start of your game, boy. Look at it. And somehow you want to give fucking cheek to people who want to play this garbage? Unbelievable. You know what? The sooner Greenlight dies, the better things will be on Steam. Stuff like this shouldn't be on Steam. It just shouldn't be on Steam. We need better fucking quality control, like you wouldn't believe. We've needed it for a long time, but then I come across shit like this, and it just reinforces the point. This is garbage, right? This has not passed any sort of quality assurance. The dev, or devs, however many of them there are quite clearly arseholes who are determined to misrepresent their product. They say one thing, they do another. Why is this on a fucking platform like Steam? It's unbelievable. It's just insane to me that this kind of thing has gone on for this long. And it needs to stop. And if Greenlight kills it, I will be a fucking happy man. God damn. What a load of garbage. I guess if you like that angry rant, then you can always like the video and subscribe, and there's another video to watch there, and you can click the link to the Patreon page if you want to. Don't have to. Be nice if you did, but it's up to you. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Toodaloo.